Okay. Well, IELTS speaking. Part two. Q card question. Describe a celebration you enjoyed. You should say what the celebration is, where it took place, and who attended it, and explain why you enjoyed it. Well, guys. First of all, as you know, we take the notes. After taking the notes, we're going to talk about this topic for 1 up to 2 minutes. The note taking session is just 1 minute. You don't have more than that. But also, you could choose to use this time to think about the question instead, just organizing your ideas so that when you speak, you could speak well. So it depends on how comfortable you are. You can pick one of these two methods. So I'm gonna go here, show you an example of note taking. I could say here I celebrated my birthday probably for the second time in my life. I'm not really a birthday person. Where it took place in my house, and who attended it? My best friend and his girlfriend. Asking why you enjoyed it. Why it was a surprise, and we kind of had fun, etc. So I'm gonna start talking about this topic, right? And I have between 1 to 2 minutes. Now it's one for recording. Yeah, maybe one for the yeah, for something. I remember it was winter. I was I was born in January, obviously, so it's winter in the country by that time. And I was just reading a book. I love doing this on my birthdays, reading a book in the beginning of the new year. My birthday is an important celebration. I don't know, that's my way of celebrating. Kind of different and interesting, probably weird. But that's how I celebrate my birthdays. So I was reading, and out of nowhere, somebody knocked at my door, and I didn't expect anybody. So checking here is my best friend and his girlfriend, and I kind of like I turned off my phone, obviously, because I didn't want a lot of people to make the whole commotion about it. And most of my friends know that I'm not really a birthday guy. So I just decided to turn off my phone so that I could be in a quiet, reading my book and just finishing it. Right. So they come in and surprised me with a piece of cake, etc. And I was like, "Oh, that's really amazing! Come in, guys." We went to the sitting room, sitting there, and we started talking, chatting, and we celebrated the birthday a little bit. It's something, and we started talking, having a lot of memories, talking about the past and stuff. It was interesting. It was really, really amazing, and it was absolutely surprised because everyone knows that I'm actually not a birthday guy because I don't like those, like a lot of people coming and celebrating and saying happy birthday and stuff. It's kind of like making me uncomfortable. But my best friend coming like that, and it's someone who knows me well, so he didn't make a big deal out of it. That's about that I enjoyed it, and we just talked about other things. I wasn't the main topic or the center, of everything, so that made me more comfortable. So it was just like another day. So they gave me company. We talked a little bit later. They left me alone, and I kept on reading, and then I finished, and it was just amazing. If I ever wanted a birthday celebration, it could be something as simple as that. So yeah, that's it. So guys, that's my personal experience. And in the examination, it's much more easier to talk about your personal experience. It could be anything. It could be maybe a day you traveled somewhere, or your 18th birthday, or maybe the first day at the university, or the day that you met your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your wife or husband, or something like that. It could be anything. So just go for it. Be comfortable. Uh, Confidence is very important. You shouldn't be worried about your English. You should be just trying to remember and give information. You could make mistakes. Even right here when I'm talking here, I'm not trying to give you a perfect example. I'm very realistic, I'm very practical, and I spend the same amount of time you spend to prepare in the examination. So the hesitations are normal. Sometimes you flow, sometimes you can't, but don't discourage yourself. Go for it. Just do it naturally as much as possible. Everyone makes mistakes in the middle of the conversations. You could sleep, You could have a bad grammar a little bit, but you shouldn't be concerned with that, because there are more important things that they're looking for there. Obviously, grammar is important, flowing is important, but they're trying to judge you by looking at what you started until the end, trying to figure out, are you comfortable to using this language? So the fear that you're having doesn't help you. There's this saying in Turkish, they say, acelenin ne korkusu var, faydası var. Korkunun acele faydası var. Yeah, korku, which means fear. Acele faydası yoktur. Korkunun acele faydası yok. Yeah, I got it right now. You see, I'm very fluent in Turkish, but I could kind of like struggle. So if I were in the examination, I would probably do the same thing. Just trying to do my best, and deliver. Okay, so korkunun acele faydası yok means there is no one who has ever benefited from being afraid. Just because you're very afraid doesn't make things better. Often it makes things worse. So in the examination, your fear doesn't help you. So just ignore your mistakes, ignore it. Just be yourself. Speak as if you're talking to your friend, explaining something to them. But what's more important is practicing a lot before the examination. All right. So you can only build self-confidence through practice, and trying to create real exam scenarios. Otherwise, you cannot build self-confidence by just telling yourself, hey, come on, you get this. Obviously, you can do that for some time, but most part of confidence comes from practice. And when you practice, your confidence builds by itself. You don't have to actually tell yourself or talk to yourself so much. It just builds naturally. The more you practice, oh, I feel like I'm getting it. So become confident. When you enter the exam, you're a different person. You don't have to recite all those phrases you've kind of like repeat when you want to do something uncomfortable or when you're nervous. So yeah, just practice the medicine. Right. So I'm going to leave you here. I'm glad that you have come this far, and I hope this video was beneficial. And if you find it beneficial, leave a comment and share with your friends. Let them know about our channel and what we're doing here. We're trying to inspire people, trying to motivate them, and try to help them to answer their questions in the IELTS examinations. So take care of you, and see you next time.